Hello, everybody. Welcome. Hi. Yeah, we're getting to the show. Good evening. Check out our broadcast. I'm David Sponheim. Hello. Recording as of now. The show is up and running. We are going to be making something kind of cool today. Very easy to make, and everybody in your family is going to love it. It's essentially a sausage pepper spaghetti, something I enjoy making, and since I have ingredients that are already ready to go that I purchased, I'm all set to make this happen. Let me get some lights on here. Thank you. Oh, hey. All right. Yeah, so we're up and running at Vaughn, and we have an iBlog show going. So we're just going to start in and get busy cooking. Welcome to the show, everybody. The pre-show, of course, is making dinner. I'm kind of a person who likes to do multiple things at the same time. So, yeah, it's good to have all kinds of options. All right, so we are going to start with today a couple ingredients that I'm amazed I got good deals on, which kind of blew me away. Hey, Bish says hi. Oh, hi to Bish, too. Long time. No talk. All right. We were out scouting around at the grocery outlet here on the West Coast and ran across diced tomatoes. Organic, Muir Glen, $1, actually 99 cents. Field to can in 8 hours. So pretty fast turnaround for organic tomatoes. I'm recommending people eat their tomatoes sooner than later because there's some new concerns about the BPA factor, plastic lining of cans, and because tomatoes are acidic, they would eat into the can. So a lot of people are concerned about that. So I would say, the fresher the better with canned tomatoes. Managed to go to the same store and get 2 peppers for $1. So really good deal, 50 cents each for peppers grown in Mexico. So I'm going to rinse them off. Zucchini's great, but I've been getting a lot of heat for using zucchini last summer, and you can always add zucchini instead of the peppers. Sure. Some people even put eggplant in, but I don't like the seeds in eggplant. And I certainly don't like seeds from zucchini. You don't want to put that in your sauce. Another really good thing I picked up for, yes, $1, is I found a sale on Hillshire Farm Natural Uncured Polka Kielbasa. You can get kielbasa pork variety, but this is turkey. No, actually, it's pork and chicken. Excuse me. Pork and chicken, but no nitrates. You look for no nitrates. When you buy your meat product, you're probably going to pay more like $2, so that's difficult to find that for $1. And then Signature Select Angel Hair Pasta was on sale. This is a Safeway brand, I believe, and it's non-GMO. See that right there? Non-GMO. This is the label right here. Many of your pastas now say non-GMO. So far, I have not shown you anything processed except for the sausage. Oh, well, I'm not big on the meat at grocery outlet, but I'll pick it up when I can, when it's discounted, because it's usually in the prepped meat. It's very hard to find meat that's been thoroughly prepared by a company like Hillshire Farms that isn't safe, even past its due date. But don't quote me on that. All right, so I put out $4 for everything you see right here. And then I added a little bit of onion, carrot, or celery and carrot. So, I mean, it's really a tight $5. Hey, welcome, fan base. It's really a tight $5 stretch, but you know, and I know that you can get enough ingredients to make this meal. Now, one of the things I've been using, and I'll show you how to do this. This is one of my many techniques of saving money on tomato sauce. Is I'll get the paste, tomato paste, which has very little salt in it, and I'll add water to it and rehydrate it and make it into a bigger sauce. So, speaking of water, let's get the water going for the pasta itself. Let's start that. I'm going to fill it up with filtered water from my reverse osmosis tap in David's kitchen. Yeah, we have a full RO system underneath because our area has a lot of total dissolved solids, really. We live kind of in an ocean area with underwater streams of water that have a lot of calcium in it. It clogs filters normally. I would not be able to use this in California because of the drought, because an RO filter wastes water. It actually puts out way too much, it uses too much water to get that water. Because reverse osmosis, it goes through a little teeny hole. So I'm going to get that rolling up at level 3. Bring this pan over here. Yes. RO still puts fluoride in, you mean? Yeah. Yeah, if you're living in an area with fluoride, they say the Berkey water filter, the water drops because fluoride is kind of a gas. It tends to keep it out. And I'm not Alex Jones, so I'm not trying to sell you on the Berkey water filter here. I use a zero water filter, which is really a good water filter. It's bigger than the Brita. This is a new cartridge for the zero water filter. It takes 99.9% of the total dissolved solids out of the water. They don't fluoridate my water in my area. But there is a contamination issue that's coming up in about a 10-mile radius on both sides of this where I live. The Navy dropped flame retardant all over the tarmac. So all the flame retardant is leaching into the groundwater in both areas, 10 miles on either side of my house. So I'm a little concerned, but not that concerned because it's 10 miles is long, long distance. And the Navy's even willing to put in a brand new water filter for a small town near me, about 10 miles away. And that's an expensive water filter. It's going to cost a couple $100,000. But they don't need no questions asked. They're just going to put it in there. So they don't want a big issue. They don't want anyone to raise a stink with the EPA. But I'm sure that they know about it. All right. So we talked about the flame retardant. What about the fact that many of the people in the military are retarded? Yeah, we can talk about that. But you know something? I think the most retarded person out there is Donald Trump. The generals are saying, and they're bright guys, these generals. The generals are saying that Donald Trump shouldn't put on this parade. It's ridiculous. And I agree with the generals. And I wish to show more respect for the military. Not everybody in the military is retarded. Thank goodness. But many people are. And many people just join because it's the least they can do, you know? And that's okay. You know, if we have people struggling with thinking power, you know, joining the military, that's fine. Yeah, we don't post any faces here. Thank you. We are trying to become a little more lenient on the number of people being purged, muted, and banned. So we're trying to back off. I'm urging Scissor Fight to back off a little bit on that one. I haven't directly told him if you're in the room, Scissor Fight. But yeah, we're going to kind of give you guys a little freedom to talk, a little more wiggle room, because I've had a few people complain. And if we disagree with you, it doesn't matter. You can still stay. Yeah. Even if you're a Trump supporter, I was very overly zealous early on against Trump supporters, but I want all of you to know that I still am committed to freedom of speech, and I don't want to ban people out of existence here. All right. So your complaints have been listened to. Okay. I don't think the face is ever appropriate. It's a troll face, and we just don't allow it here because we've been trolled hard. You know, I got kicked off of YouTube, and I'm still trying to get back on, right? All right, get the water going at level, say level 5 or 6. Put it at 6. You want to throw a little salt in that water. Just a little sprinkle. Doesn't really matter what kind of salt. All right, let's get this onion chopped up and these vegetables chopped up. I like these carrots. They're really great because they're already peeled, you know. I'm going to turn the burner on the front burner for the big stove here. I'm going to put that at level 3. And I'm down to the last of my spray olive oil here. So I'm going to kind of work with that. Not much olive oil. No more than 3 tablespoons. So the fire retardant, the flame retardant has contaminated the Navy base at Willow Grove, and it's affected Camp Lejeune. Yeah, I know. Pennsyltucky says Trump was a draft dodger, and I know he dodged about 5 times. The last one being bone spurs, which we cannot confirm he ever had. But if his feet were X-rayed, a doctor would be able to determine if he had bone spurs. There's a telltale sign of it. But yeah, this fire retardant is everywhere across the country. It poses a huge risk to human health. Even the filter system that they're using in the local city is still going to leave 27 parts per million of flame retardant in the water that people are going to be drinking. And that's after. That's after the... I'm drinking coffee, Colombian coffee. Thank you. Chef Gordon Ramsay, nice to have you come in. Yeah, thank you. You know, we get a lot of people famous in our room. Michael Douglas was here last night. The day before that was Nicolas Cage. And now you, Chef Gordon Ramsay. Thank you for coming in. It's all in good humor. You know, I'm not a person who dislikes your overuse of salt. I just think, you know, you make your food taste really great with a lot of salt. You should warn all of your culinary recipients that eating your food could pose medical issues. Thank you. All right. See how quickly I dispensed with that? You're welcome. Okay, we're going to take you to the next level. Chef Ramsay, you're going to be muted for a while. You have a 5-minute delay until you can come back and be a nice chef in this room. Okay? There's a possibility you really aren't Chef Ramsay. In fact, that's a greater possibility than you really are for this Chef. There you go. Chef Ramsay wouldn't have the time to come in this show. He's got 47 restaurants. He's got no time. I got no time. How are you going to pay? Where are you going to go when you get what you got? Christopher Walken impersonation. Okay, so we're just kind of, you know, really working with bisecting the onion. Now you can go for 2 onions in this meal. It's perfectly okay. I'm just going to go with 1 organic onion. Okay. We'll get that on the pan, the hot pan. It's pretty warm now. Make sure everything's bisected. Now you can add mushrooms and garlic to this dinner as well. You know, it's reached the point where I'm just going to go pour it right now. Okay. Ta-da. I haven't opened my new replacement olive oil yet, but I'll get to that. Okay, a little rinse on the hands. It's not Hobo Thursday. That's very derogatory. Everyone who eats my food, except for Chef Ramsay, is happy. I cannot come to your clubhouse to speak. I'm sorry. I don't travel anywhere, Explorist. I'm sorry. There's too much of a security risk for me to get in a plane. Ever since MH370, planes are not really safe for people like me to travel in. So I put myself on the no-fly list. Sorry, I know that you guys want to have me over there, but I'm afraid I can't do that. All due respect, my security is paramount. At this point, with over 1,000 death threats, I really don't tell anyone where I'm going, and I certainly don't fly. So it's a shame, really, because I love to fly. But ever since the navigation system technology of most planes have been compromised, Flight MH370 is a classic example of that. You can look at Flight 447 that crashed off the coast of Brazil as well. Any number of these flights have no data information explaining why they crashed, other than everything went kaput. Okay, that celery is going to go in there right now. On that, I'm going to take that up to a level 6 because I want to get this thing going. And I'm going to start cutting these carrots. So let's get these carrots cut. They're already pre-peeled, so I'm just going to dice them right down the side. Yeah, it's unfortunate that I didn't expect to have so much resistance when I first started the campaign. So for the first couple of years, from 2008 to 2010, we would go out and visit people directly. And we had a lot of experiences those years. But then came the extreme death threats. And now we just can't telegraph where we go. And if I am as important as I think I am to the future of this country, I can't take that chance of being killed in a plane. God forbid all the other people die in the plane because I'm on it. You can only imagine how horrible that would be. And I can't bear that on my conscience. I really can't. So I just don't travel anywhere. And I won't be traveling unless I have a complete secure plane to travel in. And that means that the navigation system in that plane will have to have a Faraday cage over it, preventing anyone from accessing it externally. It's unfortunate, but that's the only way I can travel, by plane. There are a lot of people that want to stop the American people from fighting back. And the last thing they want is a person of my decency and honesty to be running for president. I'm like their worst nightmare. So when I saw John F. Kennedy slaughtered in front of us by these mobsters that are running our country right now, Donald Trump included, obviously, we have a problem. Okay, take and shake about a half a teaspoon of Italian seasoning on top of that. Give it a shake. You got olive oil on the bottom, carrots, celery, onions sitting on top. Cover it up and let it kind of caramelize at level 6. Meanwhile, the hot water is getting ready for the pasta, and we're moving forward. I'm going to rehydrate that pasta or that paste and show you how to do that. Yeah, I'm not trying to exaggerate my self-importance here, but I know that they've spent millions of dollars to try to stop this show. They wouldn't hesitate to stop me mid-flight along with everybody in the plane. I can't bear that, you know. I've thought about that a great deal. I can travel anywhere in the country. It takes me about 6 days to go across country, max. But with the advent of Skype and digital communication, we really don't need to race too far, you know. We can be all together now. All together now. All together now. Sophia, are you unaware that this show is heavily censored on all levels by YouTube, Twitter, everybody, the mainstream media? Yeah, it's pretty bad. And if you're not aware of the censorship, folks, just have to realize that when you come in here, you're lucky. Very few people around the world can get into this chat room. Mark has paid millions, not even just millions, maybe even over 100 million to censor us. That's where his revenue comes in. Yeah. And I've made nothing, not a penny, on this effort. And it's not that I want to make money, because I don't. I'm really kind of insulated from materialism, but it's a serious problem. So you want to fill the can up with water and then put it in, maybe one can, and mix it around like this with a knife, preferably, because it seems to work the best. Forks will work. Spoons will even work, but you know. So I'm just going to sit here and kind of like stir it and read the chat. So if you're not materialistic, why do you have a babe in a companion? I'm not sure what a babe and a companion is. I'm not sure what you say. Women are not money, dude. I mean, that's your problem. You're approaching everything like women are money. Good evening. Hi. Hi, Soviet spy. Yeah. Okay, we got a full boil here. That means the angel hair gets to go in right now. I'm pre-cooking the spaghetti, but I'm going to put it in a container. I'll show you what I'm going to do. Okay, as you see, we take the entire container and hold your hand over the pasta. Grab the whole thing at the base like this. Grab it and crimp down on it, and then let the rest fall in there. Take your other hand and see what I've got here. See that? That's all pasta. Angel hair cooks really fast, so I'm just going to break it right into the container, right into the hot water. Break it straight in, and then nicely, gently rotate them as you drop them. Immediately put a spatula, preferably wooden, in there, and start breaking it up. So this process is required. Got to go into a roaring boil. You got to break it up. Otherwise, it'll clump. Thank you. I'm making you hungry, huh? Okay, Daryl. Don't worry about it. You'll have something to eat, I'm sure. There's a fast food restaurant within 5 miles of almost everybody in this room. I have a slanted ceiling. Okay, I'm still stirring here. All right, we have a nice glaze going on the main stove over here. I'll take that same spatula, lift the cover, give everything a nice stir. Beautiful. Then this is where it gets tricky. Take a little splash of water right on top of that. That's the steam factor. Then I'm going to go ahead and cut up the sausage. On a plate. And I like to rinse it off first, so I always rinse it under water, make sure it has, just make sure it has removed any potential things that could be in the manufacturing process. So this is about I'd say a 20-inch sausage. Great to cook with sausage because it's easy. And if you get the kind where you don't have to pull the skin off, like these kind, they're even better. So I'm going to rinse that off. I'm going to give that spaghetti another stir. Nice. I'm going to take and cut the sausage in half. Like so. In sections. Okay. Then I'm going to put them together and just slice off of them like that. No more than 1/4 of an inch. You want to be able to spread this out among many meals. So if you go 1/2 inch, it kind of gives 2 minutes sausage for one person, right? Well, we got a full roaring boil there. That angel hair will be done in about 2 minutes. That is awesome. You know what I do now? If you want to save energy, you can turn the water off on the angel hair pasta. Give it a stir and kind of cover it up lightly, but leave it some room for air to pop out. That preserves the heat. Okay, I'm going to take all that sausage I'm cutting up here. What? Oh. I plugged the wrong cord in. Thank you. That's funny. No, there's no phallic themes here at all. These sausages are strictly non-gender, non-specific sausages. They're neither male nor female. So if you're studying Romance language, this would be called a Die Schnitzel or a Das Schnitzel. No, a Das Schnitzel in German. Yeah, if you're German. Okay, watch how I move this food into the container and watch how quickly the exchange is between these two items. Ready? See this? See this? See that? That's how fast it is. Give it a quick stir. Putting all those vegetables around the sausage. You're still working on getting everything glazed. You've got a light brown patina at the base of your pan. Chef Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay, yeah. He's coming back, though. I kicked him out for 5 minutes. I like hard metal knives. I've never seen soft metal knives. I've never seen soft metal. That's kind of a new one for me. I don't even know what you're talking about. This is a spaghetti. Yeah. Okay, we're ready to drain that pasta. Otherwise, it's going to get a little too starchy. So we take our handy dandy strainer. Put it in the water. Start a little water going. Go right into the strainer with it. There we go. Okay. I'm going to take the rest of that olive oil, just a little bit left, put it in the pan. I'm going to put everything in. Is this pan? You've seen that before, right? Make sure it's clean. I'll rinse it out with toxic water. I'll rinse it out with flame retardant. No, to rinse it out with clean, purified water. No flame retardant in this meal. Homemade, tomato paste and water. You figured it out. Wow, you're smart, Shelly. Okay, that's going to go right in there like that. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. We're going to put the rest of the olive oil on top. Another tablespoon of olive oil. Make sure you get all the pasta out. Don't want to waste it. I'm going to rinse that sausage container off and just put it right on top like that. Okay, meanwhile, I've got another stir to do here. Everything's nice and browning. Nice, beautiful. Look at the brown patina here. Isn't that nice? Cook those sausages some more. It won't hurt you. There you go. Yeah, let those cook a little bit more. I'm going to cut the peppers up. I already rinsed them off. And I'm going to prepare them. I'm going to turn the temperature down to 3 on the pepper. So you can drop your temperature to 3 or low on a gas burner. There we go. prep the peppers. You can plant these. These seed pods you can plant. I thought it'd be kind of cool to make a waffle falafel sometime. You know, I like the name waffle falafel. I just, it came to me. It's like, how do I do that? How do I make a waffle falafel? You know, there's a lot of Muslims that would, you know, like to talk about that, I'm sure, but yeah, I'm trying to work on a recipe to create a waffle falafel. Can't really figure it out though. I think I can do it. I think if I make my flavored waffles with chicken in them and cheese and onion and garlic, instead of chicken, I could put garbanzo beans as the filler. I don't know. Kind of weird. Kind of kinky. It borders on you know, downright politically incorrect. You know. Gosh, do you think we can bear to take the judgment of all the Democrats? They think we're politically incorrect. Oh no. Oh, we better not say that. Oh, God forbid we tell people how we feel. Oh, God forbid. Oh. Okay. Everything's getting really ready to start cooking. So, you know that tomato sauce I was mixing in? Yeah, it's already rehydrated. I could actually add some more water to it. Look at that. I'm going to put that right on top of the sausages right now. But before I do, I'm going to take some taco sauce or hot sauce and sprinkle it on top of those sausages. Here we go. Now, I've got a couple things. I've got hot sauce I can put on there. That'll do me. There's also other products like, this is a great product if you haven't tried it. Chimichurri. Chimichurri, it's really good. 25 cents I got that for. Okay, I'm gonna put that sauce right on top of the hot sauce right now. Get it in there. And you can add a little more water to whatever you have left in the container and then mix that down. I'm also going to go ahead and put in the entire can of organic tomatoes from Muir Glen Organic. Got that for $1, which is really unusual. Now you can replace this with some California tomatoes at the dollar store. They aren't organic, but they are pretty good. Canned tomatoes at the dollar store this size for $1. We've cooked with those before. I don't know if you recall. And just give that a little twist until it turns. There we go. And then I'm going to put the whole can in there. Ta-da! Now, right around the edges of this particular pan, I'm going to line the peppers. And I'm going to put all the peppers along the side. I'm going to chop them up I'm going to dice them down to about 1/4 inch. And I'm going to line the outside of that, what I just put in there with it. I didn't mix anything. You notice that? I'm going to mix it in later. Right now, I'm just working on a fusion of various flavors. Chopping diligently right through. You don't have to put 2 peppers in there. And you can put mushrooms, and you can certainly put zucchini in this dish. But I'm not going to do that. I didn't factor mushrooms into the cost. But if you get a deal on peppers like this, you can actually buy them and freeze them. Some people buy bags of these peppers for $1 and then freeze them. They really freeze well. And it saves you a lot of money on cooking well into the winter or wherever. All right, we're going to throw that on the sides. That's where a lot of the steam's coming up, along the side. Now, peppers take the least amount of time, along with garlic. So I'm going to put those peppers in right now and then cover it right up. Now it's just a menagerie of steam and peppers steaming on the top. So you can add a couple things like more Italian seasoning at this point. right on top of the pepper. Cover it up and let it sit there and cook. Now we can just let it cook. It's going to basically bubble up and steam around the peppers. All right, no problem. What do you mean dressing down? We're just trying to focus on. I never told Scissor Fight any specific intention. I just said, like last night we had happy hour come in, and he said, "Dave, hey man, I really do believe we landed, on the moon, and I got into a war of words with Scissor Fight, and he kicked me out, and it's just not fair. And I think we have to lighten up on people that disagree with us. That's my opinion. I think we really have to be a lot more considerate of the fact that there was a time, I would say most of my adult life, I believed that we landed on the moon. I know, and I agree. We have to be a little lighter. Oh yeah, he's still a mod, and he can certainly do a good job. I need a good mod like him because we get hosed in the room sometimes. So it's very important. Yeah, not a single bit of red sauce on me. I'm very proficient. Well, you want it in writing? Well, look at it. I've got iVlog open, so if you guys ever get banned, I'll unban you. Just come on into iVlog and pitch your case, and I'll unban you. I know. The bottom is cooking very fast. Let's go ahead and take our spatula and go right into the middle. Yeah, I'm good with, in terms of wetness in here, this is a good level of wetness. But I'm going to have to turn the temperature up if I want to cook these peppers. So what I'm going to do is take the rest of this tomato sauce in here. And it's very important that before I turn the temperature up, I pour that in there. And before I turn the temperature up, I really want to get some garlic in there. And I'm going to put those right in the garlic. I'm going to put right in the center. So let me just cover it up for now. Garlic. Got a few garlics from my big batch. I planted a lot of garlic this year. I had a local company was going to charge $21 a pound for garlic. So we went to we got 4 pounds for $7 at Costco, and most of it went green on me. Yeah. Most of it went green on me. So I immediately put it in the garden. And one of the reasons why you want to plant garlic, especially right around now when the winter is breaking, is by the time the spring rolls around, it'll prevent carpenter ants from coming near your home. Garlic is a natural deterrent, and it works better than anything I've ever seen, better than pesticides. It naturally deters carpenter ants when it's growing in the ground. So we plant a lot of it around here so we don't have carpenter ant issues. Okay. I'm going to mince some garlic up and put it right in the middle there. Doesn't have to be a lot, just about three or four cloves. Okay, I'm going to put that right in the middle of this container of cooking food. So the garlic goes right in the center where the heat is. Okay, push it down in the middle of the dish. Kind of press it in there. All right, now we're going to take the temperature up to 6. All the way up to 6, and we're going to cook the heck out of that. In the next 15 minutes, we're going to have a sauce ready to eat. Now, this is better than the pre-made sauces like Hunt's that you can get at the store. But the Hunt's taste better in some ways because they're a little saltier than this dish. But I prefer lower salt. Most salted tomato sauce is kind of a hidden ingredient. And if you're like 25% of America, you're salt sensitive. Meaning salt can trigger a headache Now, if you had a big meal, a spaghetti meal or something, and you feel kind of crappy and your head starts to hurt, you're getting high blood pressure. I hope the government shuts down. They're wasting tons of money. I mean, do you know the Democrats just extended $500 billion in spending? It's phenomenal. I just can't even believe it. Oh, I've got the Patty LaBelle stuff too. I love that stuff. Patty LaBelle's no salt seasoning. It's Miss Patty's no salt seasoning. We picked this up for a song because Miss Patty closed down her business. I got what 100 bottles of these things. We got them for free. Yeah, Miss Patty, but Patty LaBelle, she's a really good cook, but dude, making money in this industry is pretty tough. If you price this thing out at what McCormick's would sell it for, about $4 or $5, it's going to sit in the shelf. Well, by the time Patty started, realizing her profits weren't coming in, these kind of products were hitting the wholesale markets. So I wish Patty LaBelle the best of luck, but I definitely going to try some of no salt seasoning. Yeah, all natural, just plain good. She says. Yeah, it's looking good. I'm going to give that a sprinkle too. Just about I'd say an eighth a teaspoon of whatever else you want to put in there. Some people put Parmesan in at this point and actually mix it into the dish. But I'm going to go with Parmesan at the very end. I'm going at level 6. This is a high cook. Very fast. Mm-hmm. Tsunami Rose said free is one of my favorite 4-letter words. I don't smell like Old Spice. I smell like fresh new spice. I don't consider it ditchweed, man. Y'all coming down in big time on Patty. And that's wrong. I don't get EBT. No, I'm not. I would never go in for that. I have enough money to live comfortably the rest of my life. Unlike Donald Trump, who's in debt, I plan my future out. He's just still making money to cover the cost of his hairdo that he wears. God, that hairdo must be expensive. He must have a specialist come in there with plastic, and we saw it lift up on the tarmac when he got into the plane. He doesn't have any hair. He only has a little hair on the side here. This is all of my hair. Yeah, Miss Muir Glen is the best canned tomato. I give you that. Thank you. And we got those for $1 a can at the grocery outlet last weekend. All right. Yeah, well, Miss Patty's, like many entrepreneurs, struggling to make money in a world that's just a joke. The people that really have control of the money are the ones that print it. All of us, other people, we don't have any power. We have no way of stopping these people. And they control the media, which controls the election. That's how they do it. Uh-oh, Hong Kong is down 2.65%. That is not good, Lenny. That's what I'm talking about, Lenny. There's a lot of fear lingering in the market, which is not going to go away anytime soon. People don't have a safe haven to put their money in. Their Bitcoin's going down too, I'll bet. You work hard every day, no EBT. Yeah. As a lot of proud Americans will not take EBT. I'm one of them. Number one, I don't want to hassle with the government. I don't want to have them scrutinize my personals and say, well, you have to submit a certain amount of money, sir. Okay, we're going to turn that. Look at that roaring boil. Check this out. Look at that. I'm going to switch here and I put the pan here, there. Put that there. Man, that's amazing. That's amazing. I'm going to put this in the compost heap, all this crap waste. I have a compost heap underneath the sink. I use Tupperware, Rubbermaid Tupperware. It's really good. It keeps out any smells or anything. I'm proficient. Plus, I clean up after myself whenever I am in the kitchen. Someone said they were going to send me an apron, but I don't expect that. Please don't send an apron. I'd feel kind of gay wearing it. Well, let's be clear. Barack Obama is a homosexual. He admitted in his most recent book that he lusted after his professor. And he was a male professor. And that professor visited Barack Obama privately in the Oval Office twice during his time as president. All right. Okay, you can turn everything off. You got a thorough roaring boil going, you can turn everything off. Just let it sit. I'm sealing in all those flavors right now. This is the fusion stage, when all those flavors blend into the magic meal that I'm making right now. You can also add black olives to this meal. That's another option if you're running it. I don't know. I'm not expecting any calls. Well, hello. Yeah, what can I do for you? Yeah, hi. Yes. Hello? Hello? No answer. Okay, please don't call back. Lindsay's are good. Oh no. Hello? Yeah, we must be having problems with the Google system. The sensors are stopping you from calling. Well, if you're buying fried chicken from Kroger's, you probably paid a premium for that. I would guess you paid. Hello, Senor Al Dente. I made sure my pasta was al dente. Yeah, I got to wash my hands. The phone has germs. Thank you for reminding me. So this tomato sauce down here is really good for you. Mmm. Mmm. That's good. Lycopene. Man. You know, that prevents prostate cancer, you know. Okay, Klaus Boy is not going to be banned because he's a mod in T. Rucker's channel. You've got to understand, a lot of people who never got a penny from Mark, who listen to those shows, where they did get money to attack us, those people are not guilty of anything. Seriously. They're going to probably want to have a political party to represent them soon. And that's what I represent. So I'm not trying to turn those people away. They're going to come into my room just as much as they're going to come into their rooms, but those people weren't paid like T. Rucker and Lot Lizard and United American were. If they're a mod, they're being paid, really? Claris Boy, are you being? Yeah, see, he wishes he could get paid. See what I mean? A lot of people are willing to take money from the devil. And those people I can't control. But there are people in here who are, I know that you're supporting me, that you were kind of duped into the whole attack thing. I know that. That's what you see how accepting I am and forgiving I am. That's the kind of person I am. I'm willing to move on. Yeah. Okay, we're getting close on 5 minutes. Just everything's sitting. Isn't that great? I'm out of the Y2 cans, but I do have the Y2K beans and rice. Lycopene for the win. Yeah. Yeah, just relax, Ozarkia. Or Ozarkaria. Yes. Your mayonnaise is still okay, but it's probably based on if it's canola oil based, you may want to, scrap it. Soybean mayonnaise seems to last as well, but you can tell when your mayonnaise starts to turn, the egg in it will go bad. Now, if that's an open container of mayonnaise, what kind is it? Hellman's or Best Foods? Because if it's Hellman's or Best Foods, it's okay, or Kraft. But some of the off brands, yeah, you should be fine. Mic is low. Yeah, you're right. Hang on. That's weird. You should have told me that. Yeah, we don't want a bad mic here. Since we're already through the show, it's kind of a problem. You know, the mic is down. That's not good. Yeah, we needed to know that early. Thank you. Testing 1, 2, 3. Well, it's got the right mic setting. I don't know what the hell's going on. Yeah. I'm loud enough. Okay. Well, we're going to sign off as soon as I mix all the ingredients together, and then we'll close down this record, and I'll go into the other room and start the show. All right. Well, I get mad at people, but I forgive people too. You understand? This is important. I know. I realize that the T. Rucker cronies are in here. Don't you think I know that? But do you realize what kind of precedent we'd set if we just started banning people all night long? We know that. We're trying to get your support. You realize that people have censored us for cash, not because they don't like us. They needed money. And now they took that money illegally and went ahead and did things that they shouldn't have done. You guys aren't guilty of anything. You're just viewers. Frying pan, so clean. Yeah, so clean. Now that's actually a white pot. It looks like an empty frying pan. Yeah, you can be here. You guys are okay. And, you know, the rules are you can't slander anyone in the room or the show. Yeah, taking time bags. Exactly. When the government shuts down, we all win. When are we going to get rid of these worthless bureaucrats that are sitting there, these Democrats, Republicans that are just sitting there collecting money, and now they want to give themselves 500 billion more? And Trump is signing in on that. Plus, he's going to let 1.8 million Dreamer kids become the U.S. citizens. Amnesty Dawn. All right. We are all set to go for our fusion of both ingredients. Here we go. This is the pasta. This is a clean spatula. This is the sauce, completely fused. This is going in here. Right on top of everything. Oh, beautiful. Ah, look at that. Perfect. Fantastic, Mr. Trump. Kwame Jackson was fantastic. That was one of the Trump celebrity shows I watched. Kwame Jackson. Kwame Jackson was incredible, Mr. Trump. He ended up paying for that guy's education. Pretty funny. Okay, then just take a little fork, a little spatula, and kind of go into it and give it a rotation up. Bring some of that spaghetti up, like that. See it? Kind of bring it to the top. Nice. Then rotate it in. You don't have to do this. This is only for... Do you really need to call me right now? Seriously? I mean, do you have any idea what a pain in the ass this is? See what I mean? They're just messing with me. Hold on. All right, we're almost ready to, the mixing is going on. Not too much mixing, mind you. I'm just trying to make sure I can eat out of this over the next 6 days. I don't want to take all the food off the top. Now, if you leave all the food at the top, somebody will come in there and just eat it all off. Okay, you're about ready to cover everything up. And we're good to go. Yeah. Now you can deck it with Parmesan. That's always fun to do. Deck it with anything you want. There's a little container of Parmesan. Wow. Smells like Parmesan. Yeah. That looks so good, doesn't it? Yeah, that's been in the refrigerator for a while, but it's still Parmesan. Okay, we're ready to cover it up. There we go. Oops. Dirty plate. Dirty plate. Cannot stand that. All right, we're going to have to get some cleanser on the outside of these plates. I think having these plates in my family for 55 years has led to a little bit of grime on the outside or something. I'm not sure what. But yeah, I'm going to have to hit that with a cleanser. That's disgusting. Oh my God, they're all like this. This is ridiculous. They're all clean on this side, but on that side, they've got this weird grime from 1975 on them. Hey, we got to start the other show. You are not allowed to promote that group ever. That's a bannable offense. You're out of here. My God, what's wrong with you, man? Don't ever come in here. Tacos are fun. Okay, we're done. Thank you for experiencing a wild and crazy night. And the dinner extraordinaire. Look at this. You could feed a wrecking crew with that. I would say I'm going to move this up to 10 meals. Okay? I mean, 5 meals you'd probably be feeding a wrecking crew. I'm going to say 10 meals, and the correction has been made, and it is noted. Signing off, everybody. I'll be back in about 1 minute for the start of the show. Thank you.